It's the day after Christmas. It's the day after Christmas. This is the time where we got to get back at it, right? This is the time where we got to get back in the routine. We got to get back to doing the things that we know we got to do. This is a huge week for those in retail, especially those in the automotive industry. This is a massive week, typically one of the busiest weeks of the year in all of automotive. So we need to kick this thing off the right way. We're going to have to get our little buns up off the couch. We're going to have to get moving. We got to get out of bed. We got to get our coffee because it's time to rise and grind.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Today is Thursday, December 26th, 2019. That's right, today is Thursday, December 26th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and very last time it will ever be Thursday, December 26th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. I cannot find the feed. Where are we live? It's not showing me live. I see that there's some people watching the show, but I personally can't even find it. That's what's crazy. I can't find my own show going live right now on Facebook. Imagine that. So if I can't find it, who else can't find it? That's the question I always wonder. I seriously cannot find it anywhere. I am not live. Where am I? Where is it? Where is it? Do you guys see it? Who? Oh man, you can't tell me whether you see it or not because I can't find you. Strange. There it is. It's live now. Is that right? Wow, that's crazy. And it says I've already been live for 26 minutes, which is inaccurate. But yeah, I'm on my own business Facebook page and cannot find the live show. Go figure. Anyways, we want to make sure that we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Listen, today is December 26th. It is also Leslie Lundy's birthday. That's right. Today is my wife's birthday. If you get an opportunity today, blow her up. That's right. Blow her up. Blow up her feed. Leslie Lundy. Search for her. Look her up. Hammer on her. Tell her happy birthday. All those wonderful things. Today is her birthday. It's also 5 days, 19 hours, and 27 minutes away from my opportunity to go back to drinking something other than just water. I've drank nothing but water for the last year other than a half a cup of Chick-fil-A lemonade that I had in the early weeks of this challenge. But I challenged myself to drink nothing but water for a year, and I only have 5 days, 19 hours, and 26 minutes left of that. And then I can start drinking my Thrive, and I can start drinking my protein shakes, and I can start drinking orange juice in the morning, and maybe, just maybe, I'll have a drink or two, a cocktail or two in 2020. So super excited about that. But that also means for you that's all the time that you have left in this year. You have 5 days, 19 hours, and 26 minutes until 2020 to get your stuff together. You feel me? That's how much time you've got to get your stuff together at the end of this year. And you see, here's the thing. There are some of you that really would like to get your stuff together. There are some of you that would really like to grow in 2020. There are some of you that would really like your life to change in 2020. However, it won't. You would really like it to, but it won't. Why? Why is that? Why is it that a lot of you won't do what's best for you in 2020? Well, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why a lot of you are not going to achieve what you want to achieve in 2020. I'm going to tell you why for a lot of you, your life is not going to change in 2020. I'm going to tell you why, but then I'm also going to tell you how to avoid it. That's right. I'm going to tell you why, and then I'm going to tell you how to avoid it. But first, let's dance. Come on. Man, stretch that out. You feel that? A lot of you been off for 2 days. Maybe you were just off the one day. You had the holiday. Maybe you stayed up late. Maybe you did some extra stuff. Maybe you were like I was. You were running around playing. Hi, Aaron Hunt Ferguson. Maybe you were running around playing laser tag with the kids. Maybe your body's a little bit sore, right? So let's go ahead and stretch that out a little bit. Let's dance a little bit. Get the blood flowing. Get the body moving. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way you start your day, it'll make a massive impact in your life and on this planet. I truly believe that. And all it takes to change the way that somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. That's right. John Paul, you hit that share button. Michael Gazdick, Mike Higdon, Jennifer Jaskell, Megan DiMartino, Stephanie Lachey, Sean Jones, John Coltonborn, Sarah Ball, Gail Beecraft, Allison Musante. I need you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I'm going to say good morning to you, and you're going to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching on replay, if you're watching live, say good morning now. I'll try to catch you. If you're watching on replay, I'll come back in later. I'll say what's up. How you doing, Bruce Pulver? What's up, Raymond Culp? How you doing, Don Sankey, Tabby Negrit? What's up, Adam Aarons? Yes, I am Leslie's husband. That's right. She killed it yesterday. What's up, Ray Hatcher, Denny Rust? How you doing, Melissa Bashir Jones? How you doing, Tony Thorstad? I am calling you out. Come on, John Paul. Hit that share button. What's up, Pam Biddle? How you doing, Tabby Negrit? Mrs. Janelle Griego's up in here this morning. How are you, Ben St. Tours? Isaac Santana. We got Charlie McHale up in here, and of course, Brad Smith. Mr. Rick Berman, how are you, sir? Rick Tamburino's also up in here, and John Robertson. I did already say hi, but I want to say it again to Mrs. Aaron Hunt Ferguson. Aaron Hunt, I have a ton of planners sitting in my car waiting to be delivered to you, hopefully today. What's up, Terry Collins? How are you? Great to see you. Dana Fishbean, Tracy Shepard. Who am I missing up in here? Mrs. Vicky Everett. How are you, Kurt Cahill? Demetrius Naylor, Mr. Scott Simons. Pal, my man. What's up, Brian Edlin? Man, Kara Jackson, I missed you. I did. I missed you. All my Rise and Grind crew. I missed you. Today we got a powerful show. Listen, we got New Year's Eve right around the corner. We're heading into 2020. I know you can feel it. I know it's electric. I know you're excited. I know you are. I know you're excited. There's something about the end of a new year, the end of a new decade. All of those things can be incredibly exciting. I totally get it. My cameras are delaying on my side. I don't know if it's doing that on your side. I'm excited for a new year for technology. That's right. But so check it out, man. I know you can feel it, and I know it's electric. However, regretfully, I've got to share some stats with you. You see, going into the new year, these are the top New Year's resolutions for 2019. A lot of people want to diet or eat healthier, 71%. 65% want to exercise more. 54% want to lose weight. 32% want to save more and spend less. 26% want to learn a new skill or a hobby. 21% want to quit smoking. 17% want to read more. Right? 16% want to find another job. 15% want to drink less alcohol. 13% want to spend more times with their family and friends. Now, these are all incredible things, right? Like, I am very thankful that this is what's on your mind this time of year, that you're thinking about changing your lives in these ways going forward. However, here's another statistic that we need to share this morning. Statistics show how many people actually follow through and accomplish their New Year's resolutions is rather grim. Studies have shown that less than 25% of people actually stay committed to their resolutions after just 30 days, and only 8% will actually accomplish them. Now, see, that breaks my heart because that means only 8% are going to diet or eat healthier. Only 8% are going to exercise more. Only 8% are going to lose weight. Only 8% are going to save more and spend less. Only 8% are going to learn a new skill or hobby. Think about that. Only 8 out of 100 people are going to learn a new skill or hobby next year. Only 8% are going to quit smoking. Only 8% are going to read more books. Only 8% are going to find another job. Only 8% are going to drink less. And only 8% of people are going to spend more time with their family and friends. Only 8%. That breaks my heart. So what happens? Like, so many people have good intentions. They want it. They set the goals. They set their intentions. They say what they want. They even take action on them. In that first 30 days, a lot of people will take action on them, but then they fall back. Why is that? And I'm sure you've seen this, not just with New Year's resolutions. We see this in our companies. We see this in our businesses. We see this in relationships. We get all excited. We're going to try something new. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to work. It's going to be great. We know it's what's best for us. We even take action on it. And then, boom, we fall back. It's human nature. However, you can beat this. You can beat this. It is human nature to do things this way. However, you can beat it. And I'm going to help you do that today. I'm going to give you 5 reasons. There's 5 reasons why most people will not be able to change or commit. And I shouldn't say commit, stay committed. There's 5 main reasons. I'm going to share those with you today. 5 reasons why a lot of people won't be able to achieve it. And then I'm going to teach you exactly how to overcome that so you don't have to be one of those statistics. Fair enough? Let's go. Even though we got, no more delay on this camera. Woo! I can use it again. All right, cool. Check it out. Number 1 reason why most people won't be able to follow through on changing their life in 2020. Number 1 reason is this. My friend, I say my friend, I've never met him, but Tony Robbins says most people overestimate what they can do in a year, and they underestimate what they can do in a decade. You see, here's the thing. People rush, right? As human beings, we rush. We're like, okay, we're going to make this change. We're going to do it right now. It's going to be awesome. And then we're going to dive right in. And here's the solution. And I can't wait, right? And we rush right into it. We're like, yeah, we can do this. This is going to be awesome. And blah, 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 blah. And then when they don't get the results, because as human beings, we're results driven. So when we don't get the results that we anticipated, that we inspected in our mind, when we don't get those results, we quit. That's what happens. You see, most people don't understand that it actually takes at least 67 days scientifically for you to create a habit. And then it takes years upon years upon years for you to actually master it. You see, we've just got this thing inside us. There's just something where we want the results and we want it now. We want the endorphin rush. We want the win. We don't understand. We completely underestimate how much time and energy it actually takes to create something new, for you to become unrecognizable. You see, there's a reason that when Scott and those guys all did the 75 hard challenge, there's a reason that 75 days actually made a transformation in them, because they went past 67. Make sense? You see, it takes 67 days biologically for something to become easier for you to do than to not do. What that means is on day 66, if you create a new habit, for example, working out, if this is a new habit you're trying to create, the first 66 days, it's going to be easier to not do it than to do it. Then on day 67, it becomes easier to do it than to not do it. 67 days is the average magic number biologically for your body to actually create a habit. That's real deal science. That's real deal facts. But we've got people going out there running hard right out the gate. Then when they don't see weight loss in the first 3 weeks, or they still don't like what they see in the mirror after 3 weeks, or they tried with their spouse, but they still don't have the connection that they're hoping for in the first 3 weeks, or they tried eating some different foods, but they don't necessarily feel better in the first 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. They're still craving the cigarettes after 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and they don't understand. They quit. They go back, they lose. Reason number one, most people underestimate. They overestimate what they can achieve in a year, and they underestimate what they can achieve in a decade. You see, if you stay with it, you stay disciplined over time, you'll get the results that you want. It's impossible not to, but it's going to take longer than you think. I'm just here to tell you. Here it is as we're wrapping up in 2019. Your success in your businesses, the success you want with your relationships, the success that you want with your health, it's going to take longer than you think. So I hope you're in it for the long haul. Otherwise, you're going to become one of those 8%. One of those 8% that actually accomplish their goals in 2020. Hi, Michelle Blackburn. Number 2, reason that most people will not achieve their goals in 2020. Number 2 reason is the economy is thriving. Here it is right there. The economy is thriving. It's blowing up right now. Oh, sorry, I got to go back. I missed one note. I got to go back. Listen. Back to number 1, real quick. How do you solve this? How do you not become this? Don't overpromise and underdeliver to yourself. Instead, keep it real and don't stop chopping, right? Just keep going. Look, these things don't get solved overnight. All right, here's a percentage. Here's an interesting stat. Percentage of lottery winners, people that just get money overnight, 70% of them end up bankrupt, right? Likely winners, lottery winners are more likely to declare bankruptcy within 3 to 5 years than the average American, and nearly 1/3 of all lottery winners will eventually declare bankruptcy. It's not going to happen overnight for you. It's not how it works. Keep chopping. Stay in the game. Number 2, the economy is thriving. You see, right now is the easiest time in history. Right now is the easiest time to sell a house. It is the easiest time. People have more money now than ever. The rates are super low. Properties are available all over the country. Whether you're selling cars, or you're selling boats, or you're selling motorcycles, or you're selling clothes, or you're selling LOL dolls, whatever it is so easy right now to sell. And because of that, there are people, and hopefully you're not one of them, but I'm gonna just be keeping it real here. Because of that, there are people right now, today, that are selling things despite themselves. What's up, Sean Hayes? There are people that are selling that shouldn't be. There are people that are not trained. There are people that are not disciplined. There are people that are not putting in the work, but they're actually selling things despite themselves. Those people exist because the economy is thriving right now. However, one day that will change. It will. One day that will change. And I can't tell you when. Who knows? I mean, it might be in 4 years when they drag Donald Trump out of office kicking and screaming. I don't know. But one day that's going to change. And when that changes, millions, I mean millions of people are going to suffer. Seriously. The only people who are going to be able to make it through when this economy shifts again, the only people who are going to be able to make it through are the ones that are trained, that are resilient, that are strong. People that are growing right now will survive. Okay, so I don't want you to be one of those millions. I'm telling you, there are millions of people who are doing well right now that are going to struggle when this economy shifts. because they just think it's easy. Oh, it's easy. I just get my real estate license. I just sell houses. Oh, it's easy. I just walk into a dealership and the people show up and they buy the cars. Oh, it's easy. I could sell razors and ATVs and quads and boats and all this stuff. Oh, this is easy. So I don't need to do anything. I got it made. You're in trouble. The economy will shift. It will at some point in time. I can't tell you when, but it'll shift. And the only people who are going to survive are the ones that are training right now and that are growing right now. So you, my friend, don't let that be you. I want you to work harder on yourself right now than you ever have before in your life. Work harder on yourself right now. Acquire new skills right now. I need you to train. I need you to designate. I need you to figure out all of the things. I need you to be relentless about chasing your dreams right now because you are going to need it. You are going to need the discipline. You are going to need the training. You are going to need the muscles. You're going to need the skill set. You're going to need to develop yourself mentally to be able to fight through and continue to grow and thrive when this economy shifts. I'm telling you, you heard it here. I'm telling you, now is the time to do the work while things are easy. I talk to Brian Benstock about this all the time. Those that are doing the work now while it's easy are going to win when it's hard. Those that are thinking, oh, it's easy, it's nice and comfortable, I ain't got to put it in, you're in trouble. You hear me? Don't let that be you. Number 3 reason that most people won't change in 2020. The number 3 reason is they are surrounded by people who like them. That's right. You heard it here first. They're surrounded by people who like them. You're most comfortable with your friends that think like you, that talk like you, that act like you. You're actually most comfortable in life right before death. And this comfort is putting you in a position. This comfort is putting you in a position where you're going to fail. You see, too many of you, like you hang out with your peeps, you hang out with the same friends that you've hung out with your whole life. You go to the same places that you've gone to your whole life. You do the same stuff that you've always done your whole life. You earn the same paycheck that you've always earned your whole life. You even dress the same, right? You even dress all the same. If you look around with your friends and all the people that you hang out with, you tend to dress just like them. Now, this is an extreme situation here with my family right here on Christmas, but I do love all of these human beings, but you get the drift of what I am saying. You are surrounding yourself by people that like you, and because of that, it makes you feel safe and comfy. And safe and comfy is like totally great for a game of spades or a game of rummy or weekends out with your friends. Like safe and comfy is awesome for that, but it's awful for your growth. And it's awful for ultimately the impact that you have the ability to make on this planet. You are not going to make your greatest impact or experience your greatest growth hanging out with the people that you're most comfortable with, the people that like you. I need you to get around some coaches, get around some mentors, get around people who are going to tell you how it is. Get around people who are going to shoot you straight. Get around people that aren't going to sit there and kiss your butt and tell you what you want to hear. Get around the people that are going to be like, look, you're lazy. You're not putting in enough energy. You're not putting in enough effort. Get around people that in kindness, not people that beat you down, but people that in kindness will critique you and tell you where you can be stronger, where you can be better. I know so many people that just refuse to take any constructive criticism. They refuse to hear anything that they don't want to hear. Don't be that person. Get around people that make you uncomfortable. I've been working on this myself. As you can see, this last year especially, I've just been getting around people that make me uncomfortable. Man, I was in Greece with Danelle Delgado and a bunch of other people. And while I was in Greece, I felt like I was the dude and I was the man and I got to lead and I got to do all these things. I was really confident in my business structure and so on and so forth. And right at the end, after spending 5 days in Greece, just before we leave, Danelle Delgado leans into me and she says, by the way, Glenn, we need to work on your speaking. You pace too much on the stage. Your hand gestures aren't quite where they want to be. You're not making the impact that you should. We need to work on that. You need to study. You want to talk about busting my ego, taking a pin and blowing up my big head, right? Danelle did that. She did that for me. I have people in my life. Brian Benstock smacks me around all the time. Spending hanging out with Judge Graham and Matt Monero. Those guys put me in my place. I want you to stop hanging out with just the people that kiss your butt and tell you what you want to hear. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. The fourth reason most people will not change in 2020 is they're afraid. They're absolutely afraid to change. They are afraid to stand out. They are afraid to fail. They are afraid to be exposed. Failure is a real thing, fear is a real thing, my friends. It's a real thing. As a matter of fact, this guy right here, Butch Patrick, who's going to be on our show tomorrow morning, he made a living. He made a living in this world of monsters and fear and scary. Like, people have fear. That's real life stuff. Even animals in the jungle have this fear of, or I shouldn't say fear, but it's even dangerous for them to stand out in a crowd. I understand that you might be afraid to change. You might be afraid to stand out. You might be afraid that you're not worth it. You might be afraid that you're not good enough. You see, there's this theory that I'm building on because I see it in all of nature. I see it in humans. I see it all the way across the board. You see, it's dangerous to stand out. You think that the head lion, you think that that's a cool spot. Everybody wants to be a lion. I'm a lion. I'm a lion. Roar. Hear me roar. I'm a lion. When in reality, it's the head lion that has the shortest lifespan. It is the head lion that has to battle and fight to protect the pride. It is the head lion that has to protect all of his mates. It is the head lion that is at the highest risk. It's the same thing with human beings. When we step out, when we stand out, when we expose ourselves, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And because of that, there's fear. And the fear stops you from truly changing. Mentally, most people do not believe that they're worth it. And so they hide and they survive. In order for you to truly change in 2020, you must tell yourself the truth. Not only can it be you, it can only be you. You were uniquely made. No one else can do what you can do. The future of the universe depends on you stepping out, standing out, facing your fears, and truly making change in your life. The fifth and last reason that most people will not change in 2020 is they simply don't know how to. Yesterday I was racing cars with my son, Fisher. We were out there racing little remote control cars. And we're out there racing, and all he knew how to do was pull the trigger and have the car go straight. That's all he knew. He couldn't figure out how to steer it or how to turn it because he just didn't know how. It was just straight line, pull the trigger, and the car goes. That's pretty much how most of us live our lives. You see, it's not that he's incompetent or doesn't have the ability to turn the car. It's not like his hands aren't nimble enough or he doesn't have opposable thumbs. He can do it. He simply doesn't know how to do it. He's not incapable. He simply doesn't have the knowledge. And that's what's happening with most, the 92% of people who will not change their lives in 2020. What happens to most of them is they simply don't know what they don't know. When you don't know, your life continues in a straight line. And until you learn how to turn, you can't make the changes you need in 2020. Now, great news is there's technology out there. You've got books that can help you learn. You have videos that you can help you learn. You have courses that you can help you learn. As a matter of fact, last year we had this incredible course called Goalkeepers, which was an 8-week course where I work directly with you to get you through the first 67 days of the year so that we can make sure to impact change in your life in 2020. Last year, it was 2019. So last year I got to work with 89 different people from all around the United States. I got to work with 89 different people. We were able to make an impact and change their life by teaching them the things that they didn't know. By teaching them how to break through these fears, by teaching them how to connect with other people that will push them, develop them, and grow them. By teaching them all of these different strategies, I was able to make a massive impact in their life, and they are now making massive impacts on the planet, right? So I want to do that again this year. I'm going to have another Goalkeepers course. I'm going to do Goalkeepers 2020, the Goalkeeper Masterclass. If you would like to join us, you can go to 2020goalkeeper.com. And in this masterclass, I'm going to run 8 weeks with you. I'm going to run the first 67 days. I'm going to teach you all of these different things, how to overcome the things that are holding you back, how to propel you forward at lightning speed, how to break you through your psychological barriers, push you through initial shock, mastering the process of growth, winning the war with self-doubt, changing the mistakes that you will no longer make, building the power of momentum, all of these things. I'm going to run with you in 2020 so that we can make sure that you don't become one of those statistics, one of the 92% that don't achieve the goals and achieve the change that you're hoping to achieve in 2020. I hope that you will ride with me. I hope that you will ride with me because I know something about you. You see, I know that you're this amazing child of God, uniquely made by the God of the universe. The God who made everything, made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And I want to help you with that. I want to help you become the absolute best version of you that you can possibly be. Because when you are, every decision you make, every single decision, though seemingly small, it makes an impact. It makes an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. Even just you showing up this morning has made an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely stinking love you for it. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. So let's finish off this year strong. Join me tomorrow with Butch Patrick, the original Eddie Monster. Make sure you come back for that tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Let's finish this year off incredibly strong and let's set everything in place. Let's map it out. Let's set everything in place so where you can change, create the change that you desire in 2020, and we can frickin' crush it together with hashtag Rise and Grind. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glenlundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you can go to glenlundy.com. But most importantly, if you want to truly affect change in your life in 2020, go to 2020goalkeeper.com. Join me. We're going to run 8 weeks. We'll run 8 weeks together, live trainings, Facebook group, all that good stuff. And I'll teach you everything you need to know. We're going to make a massive impact together. Have an incredible day. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind.
On my feet before the sunrise, stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting.